I'm Chris.
And I'm straight.
For those of you who don't know, I'm asking straight men who haven't watched the show before to watch the show with me. And Leo's out today, so Andrew is filling in. Vanessa is eliminated. You know, there's chatting that happens. Vixen's causing a stir.
I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just a very peaceful type person. But I felt like, which is not true actually, but I just felt like it was drama for the sake of drama.
I mean, it is reality TV.
I realized this actually watching this episode last
Yeah.
night. This is the first reality TV series I've watched in like 15 years, easily.
God.
Since like a real world.
Oh, totally.
You know?
I don't watch reality television usually. So then we go into the challenge part where Andy Cohen comes in. Don't really know why he's there. So basically they have to get into this basic drag in like 20 minutes, which,
Country style?
Yeah, and they have to do like a hoedown. Did anybody stand out for you?
I thought that some of these costumes do not illustrate the theme whatsoever.
Totally.
Cameron Michaels and Vixen ain't done shit for the cause.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, shouts to like that.
No, you're right.
That don't got nothing to do with the movement.
Which
man.
one?
Monique right there.
Yeah,
With her working girl looking ass. You feel me?
Aquaria or Miss Cracker in the back?
that's Aquaria.
Yeah, that like Wonder Woman looking, like that's not country, right?
I think she going for like a Jean Bonnet like thing, but yeah, man.
All of this is just like to figure out the teams for the next one, right? So like this isn't even like important. So I'm just like, hurry it up. I want to get to the main event, you know what I'm saying? Like this is the appetizer.
Because the theme had nothing to do with nothing else this episode.
Not really. So Asia O'Hara and Vixen win. Do you feel like they both deserve to win?
Definitely not Vixen, man.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely, as soon as I saw Asia though, I was like, she should win.
Like she's been very consistent, and I'm happy to see her win. Vixen,
Another question I had was, were you surprised that Mayhem and Eureka were last to be chosen when they divided the teams?
A little bit for Mayhem, just because she won, right?
Right.
She won last week. Maybe it could be something between the two captains.
It's possible.
It's like, you know what? Like, I don't want to come off as like I'm poaching the winner and like trying to give myself too much of a leg up.
They're rehearsing, they're all preparing. I honestly don't know if it's editing or not, but they make it look like, that Team Vixen is
falling apart.
Yeah, it's falling apart. They're not prepared.
I definitely thought that was a setup, man. That was for narrative arc in this episode.
Yeah. As somebody who has edited reality style, content before, like I can imagine that you can easily have just constructed like the other team doing worse.
Of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, that was 100% a production decision.
Like they go into the rehearsal at the Runway. Alyssa Edwards is there. I'm kind of sad that the reference is kind of lost on the two of you guys.
No idea. I don't know who that is.
Alyssa is a very iconic drag queen. She's a very talented entertainer.
Was she on Drag Race?
Yeah, she was.
Oh.
She mentioned that she lost 3 times.
Oh.
And she's very famous because she's very larger than life. She's like very southern and she has her tongue pop. I can't do it. Yeah, you guys can do it better than me.
We're musicians.
Hey. I don't know if there's a technical term in the drag community, so I'm super sorry if I'm like messing this up. But I really like seeing like them rehearse without drag, like as their
just out of drag.
Okay, yeah, so out of drag, and then you see the comparison later, them in drag, it's like, wow, it's worlds apart. It's so awesome to see, honestly.
For sure.
It's such a...
I had that thought while I was watching this episode, like, it's very interesting because the pronouns where I get, because they refer to each other often as male pronouns outside of drag, and then pretty exclusively female pronouns in drag. And then of course the female, the drag personas are so larger than life. It's very interesting because obviously these are all big characters as just human beings.
For sure.
But then the drag personas really become this whole alter self.
So yeah, we have the rehearsal part. Eureka cries. We don't know how people are gonna do, and then we go into the Pharma Brusical.
RuPaul Labs.
I thought Yuhua did real good on this. I thought her character was the most compelling.
Really?
It was very interesting how like the voices and characters coming out of them were not them.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
No.
gonna say, like, they're lip syncing. Are they lip syncing to themselves,
Nope.
or is it to? Okay.
No.
I've never liked team versus team because like it's you don't really see the individuality of them as much,
That's-
or just like when the camera just so happens to pan to them.
I thought the judging was pretty fun. I did think that so much of this is editing. I would love to just see, and obviously it would make for horrible television.
Yeah.
I'd love to just see a still shot, like a framed shot.
That was literally what I was about to say. Because
Right.
then you
Because
can
you and I
actually
both
focus
perform.
on. Yeah,
Because you and I
exactly.
both perform a lot, and we know that editing can cover anything. You have no
I
idea
just-
what the rest of the team looks
Exactly.
like.
Like, you know how we were critiquing Eureka for like messing up her lines.
Yeah.
Maybe when the camera was on her, she was like killing it all, but we have no
Yeah.
idea.
Team Vixen wins, and then Vixen is named the winner because they said that she stood out the most.
Again, it's all editing, man. I have no idea what actually happened there.
Exactly.
I've got no idea.
From this editing, we can see that she did stand out the most, but that's also just like the producer's decision, like whether or not that was the actual case.
Man, see, this is why I don't watch reality TV.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
trust it, man. I don't trust none of it.
Yeah, okay, so now we have the thing that's best drag.
That best drag is just a very vague category. Like, what does that even mean? It's like, hey man, bring your best music.
Because I was gonna say, this is just like a competition, like who did their homework better, like who brought the best stuff. This doesn't go to demonstrate
Their
their
construction?
actual construction, their skill. Like that also isn't a bad thing.
Yeah, it's
It's generic though.
Yeah.
It's generic.
Yeah, it's hard for me to say whether or not I want that or not because it's like this isn't Project Runway where every episode is a construction. Every episode is about construction. Like not every episode
Right.
is about like
Right.
making something from nothing. Those I will say that those are the most exciting runways though.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
because-
Because it's an equal playing field, you know, and
Yeah.
everyone starts off at the same base, and like you really see where talent is and isn't.
not all drag queens construct their own shit. Like not like in the real world, not all of them ever have. Sometimes they don't ever have to make their own stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So we have the runway. So we had Asia O'Hare in the pink number. I loved it. I thought it was great.
She looks great.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, that's alright.
I see what they're saying. It's not like it's not an iconic look for her. I do think the afro is like kind of a cool look, but it's not like 1000% her. I did fuck with Dusty Ray's shit here.
Did you agree with her choice to not put dots on this time?
Well, and she did still though, right? Like there was
Right,
still
no, on her
micro
eyes and
joints,
everything.
yeah.
So I think it's well, I mean, when a judge tells you not to do something, you don't do it, right? That's just how it is. But I think she found a good.
Okay.
Or actually, she compromised, but she didn't compromise herself.
You should be more than just a thing. You should be more than
Okay,
just
yeah, you're
your
right,
dots.
you're right.
Like you should be able to be versatile and like still stand out.
Even without
Exactly. Like that can't be her crutch. It can't just be like, oh, I have polka dots, so that's my thing.
Yeah, this
Monique.
Cookie Monster shit was kind
Yeah,
of.
I
was-
liked it. Oh, you didn't like it?
Nah, I know.
Oh, okay.
It was a little. It was man, those eyeballs. That's man.
I just
bro,
wanted
that's-
them to be
oh,
straight. I just wanted the eyeballs to both be looking in one direction. I was like,
Well,
oh.
I mean, cause that's the Cookie Monster thing. I get that, but man, like the eyeballs, bro. Definitely, that was just Sharpie on some styrofoam.
Yeah,
You know
no,
what I'm
that's
saying?
true. Cause like if it's your best drag, then like what you didn't have those things prepared.
Right, exactly. Again, best drag. Come
That's
on,
right.
man. Miss me with that, bro.
What did you think of Calorie?
I did write down calorie shit basic.
yeah.
Calorie basic showing, right?
Thank you. I felt the same way.
I wrote down calories basic be showing.
I mean, okay, you know how we were just saying about the dots being her thing? Her thing is her butt.
Yeah, we talked about this last week.
Her thing is her butt,
Okay.
but that's all she has. Like that's her crutch.
Man, it reminds me of people who like, yo, bro, I know so many Asian American musicians who say like, oh, you ask them like, oh, why are you doing music? They're like, oh, I just want people to like see an Asian American person doing this. Like, goddamn, man, like that can't be your whole thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, let that be a part of you, man. I'm not gonna support nobody just cause like they look like me. It's like showing somebody a good ass cup when they thirsty. Ain't this a good cup? Well, yeah, man. But what's in it? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it is. Like, yeah, you follow me. You know how to do drag. You know how to play music. But like, why?
You liked the color change.
Well, I didn't realize it at first. I'm just fascinated with the material. Then I think she did a good job. Like Eureka.
No, you're right. You're right.
This
Aquaria?
one.
I said I didn't like the fringe at the knees is weird to me.
Really?
I feel like something
Okay.
different could have been done. I agree. You know what it is? It's not balanced out by nothing up top. I think she should have worn the boa up closer to the shoulders to create more of a balance.
Okay.
Wearing it out like this, to me, it just makes the look bottom heavy.
Yeah, this is like fashionable. This is like artistic.
Oh no,
like
super forward thinking.
The nose. There are two of them,
Yeah,
right?
2 nose rings.
2 nose rings.
Yeah, Vixen and shit was just like kind of.
Yeah.
I've seen X-Men. You know, I've seen
Yeah.
Jean Grey up in
before.
here.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's very Phoenix. I like that.
Yeah.
I did like Ms. Crackers. I didn't think that
With
shit was
the-
kind of cool.
Yeah, I like the
silhouette here is very fire.
Yeah.
Even just like the flare at the hips.
like the 1920s architecture.
It's very Art Deco.
Yeah, it's giving me like that
It
deco
looks like there's this seminal film Metropolis.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
she
playing
looked like
an android.
the android in Metropolis with
Huh.
some crazy hair. That was my favorite look in this whole runway section.
Yeah.
Okay,
actually.
Mayhem. The color is great though. I love the
It
color.
do look a little
Yeah.
bit like an NFL linebacker, like shoulder pad. I did fuck with Blair's whole thing here,
Yeah.
man. I thought this shit was very classy.
I've always liked Blair. I think like even from the first episode. I was like,
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I think
I mean, Blair has a brand, right? Like it's a very old
Yeah.
Hollywood
Yes.
starlet.
Oh, you can miss me with that butterfly shit.
Oh, you don't like it? I think what really would have made this piece sing is like literally cover the entire skirt
Yes.
with butterflies.
Yeah, I think the fact that the whole bodysuit and the toe is all nude
Right.
kind of fucks it up.
Really? Okay.
Well, in the sense of exactly. Like if the flounce in back was rainbow, I think that would.
But can you
elevate
imagine
it.
that right now if that was all rainbow? I feel like that would be too much.
But
I feel
again,
like
it's drag,
censored,
right? Is
but-
anything too
okay.
much,
You're
right?
right. You're right.
I almost wonder, like I don't think she'd be at the bottom, but I think she would be critiqued probably if
She didn't. Her team didn't win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Monet says, I'm on the fence about this.
Again, it's middle of the road.
Everybody who loses is up for critique.
Mm-hmm.
They tell Monique that she didn't know the words.
And she's
Who
like,
knows?
I will attest to
Right,
that.
Who knows?
Like, I went back and I watched her. I thought she did fine.
The thing is, we don't see enough of her
Yeah,
not
we
messing up the
don't
words.
know.
The one that we do see a lot of messing up words is Eureka.
Do you think that Eureka cries too much?
I was just gonna say, like, we get it. Like, you had this accident. I feel terrible for you tearing your ACL. That is,
Hey, yo,
that
yeah.
is hard shit, right? And you took a whole year to recover. Like,
Whatever. I'm just
More
kidding.
power to you, right? You know, that's great, but you keep on repeating it.
Dog,
It's just
mid
kinda
episode
like-
that homie referred to it as PTSD. Mid episode that homie said, I'm still struggling with PTSD. I'm like, yo, you just mean you sad. Shouts to anybody going through what they go through, but I'm gonna just say, if getting kicked off a reality show is
Gives you PTSD, why are you back
that's-
here?
It's not good for your stability. You know,
One
I think
time-
they are setting her up to be like to have like a longer storyline on the show because they're giving her so much screen time.
Oh, that's a familiar storyline.
Yo, can we also just talk very quickly about how Halsey and Padma Lakshmi just why, man? Like,
Yeah.
Halsey, man, she just looked like a mechanic. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Damn.
Okay, so now we have these two. So, and they play Best of My Love, which is a great choice for lip sync, I think. So
that's like is that like a gay standard? That's like.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Because
I'd say
part of
so.
me was wondering with this lip sync shit, like, what if you don't know the song?
But you
What happened? then?
they're told the song beforehand, right?
Yeah,
you,
so-
you do prep for it.
Again, if you take a look at the Untucked parts, like you'll see the girls who think and like can expect that they're going to be at the bottom.
They're practicing already. With Calorie, I can say confidently that I don't think her lip sync this week was as good as hers last week.
I think so too.
She couldn't do her go-to move.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, I think.
Can you imagine her twerking this?
I was about to say, oh my god, that would have been so funny, right?
I didn't think Eureka had a lot of soul in her shit.
Yeah, like she's selling the facials and
Yes.
the emotions and like when when the song goes like hella vibrato and she just like
Oh, right,
she's
she-
just going up there.
Eureka gets chosen to stay. Calorie leaves.
I'm hoping there's no more team challenges for at least for a while. I want to see more individuality.
Presented.
What does Shantae mean? Does it have a specific meaning or is it like
It's a cultural reference that I don't understand.
It's
Okay, I
just a
guess.
RuPaul thing.
Yeah, it's a RuPaul thing. It's not.
it's not really a dry thing. It's just a him thing. Him her.
I mean, it's a RuPaul thing, so it is a drag. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Please be sure to check out both of these guys' social media. I will leave them in the description below. Let us know what you think about the episode, and we'll see you next week. Okay? Bye.
Hey y'all, wasn't able to make it this week. I watched it on my own. The specific line by Vixen where she was just like, it's too vague, like, I'm explaining, I was like, damn, that's like, you're really about to instigate this shit, you know? Oh, the moment of shade where I think Asia was like, let the dancers do the choreography. And I was like, wow, that's like, that was pretty shady, I'm not gonna lie. But definitely, I'm like, you know, I know the dance community and sometimes it can be very like, oh, like, other people don't know about dance, like almost a bit exclusive in that way, especially when Alyssa Edwards was coaching them. There was such an obvious difference between who had dance experience and who hadn't, because you could tell some people just weren't comfortable in their bodies. I like that for this episode, the runway section was very quick, just outfit. I thought Asia's outfit was really good, but I think sometimes for Asia, it's not so much that her outfit's maybe the most fire, but I think her like makeup and how like her facial section looks, and I think especially this time her contacts, I think it was like yellow contacts, and it just really stood out to me and looked really dope. And yeah, I agree with judges that Yuhua, for her performance, she was really good. She was quirky, she was so interesting. She like drew my eye. And I think about how like if you're a contestant on a TV show, it's not even necessarily about placing the highest, but like reacting in certain ways or just being unique in your own way, so that when they cut the final version of the episode, they want to feature you more. But I think I definitely agreed with Team Vixen winning. I thought they just, as a team, they're more cohesive and didn't have like multiple members not knowing the words and really fumbling, and just like, it's crazy to like watch a lip sync and not have the mouth match the audio. Like that's the one job. I really liked the judge's comment for Dusty's runway, that she really killed it, because it takes even more like overcompensating feminine energy to bring out the sexiness while wearing a blazer, a more traditionally masculine clothing piece. So that was something that I learned, and I'll be thinking about. I just like, it's so interesting. Had never thought about that. I thought it was really predictable who was gonna be, and at least the bottom two. They both felt kind of fake to me. Like they weren't really enjoying it. I could tell they were like putting on an act to try to win over the judges. Congrats to Eureka for winning. I think she definitely deserved to win that round. But man, if she don't pick up her game, she's gonna be going home next week. Yeah, Chris, that's all for my notes, and that's all for my comments, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed last week's video. I loved reading the comments, and really hope to be doing more of these. So hope you guys enjoy this episode too. Peace.